What?
This MacBook is clearly old as fuck. So heavy.
Don't judge.
Hold on, of course it's heavy.
It's definitely old. There.
Oh my god. Here, just.
Hi guys, welcome back to Scream Queen Stream. We're your hosts, Heather Dorff, and I'm
Jessica Cameron.
we almost did that well.
Yes.
A for effort.
Yes.
So this week we want to watch a movie that was highly recommended to us by a wonderful, talented woman who is within the horror genre and a dear friend, Erin Maxwell, called Lady Vengeance.
Mm-hmm. Which is a revenge. It's a Korean film, yes?
Correct.
Yes.
It is part of the Vengeance trilogy that Oldboy is part of, which is a film that both of us love.
Right.
The original, not the remake. Do not watch the remake. It's not worth your time.
So this one is about after being blackmailed and wrongly imprisoned for 13 years, a beautiful woman is finally set free. Now her brutally elaborate plan for vengeance against the true criminal can begin to unfold. So that's the synopsis, basically, and yeah.
On New Year's, we heard about it, and we thought that it was a really cool female empowerment movie with revenge and super fun neon red eyeshadow. So you had me at neon red eyeshadow.
All right, so you're gonna show me this trailer?
No, I actually pulled up. I googled. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I googled the best scenes.
Well, we're gonna watch them right now.
Well, we're just gonna watch the best scene.
That's best scene. One scene.
Best scene.
Okay.
Correct.
I was gonna say, I was like, don't ruin the whole movie for me.
I'm not. So it says, parents watching their children get murdered.
Oh, jeez.
Lady Vengeance. I haven't seen this clip the whole way through. Is it wrong that I appreciate that the bad guy is sucking a lollipop while torturing children?
해두시더라도 이 남자의 얼굴을 잘 봐두시기 바랍니다. 다음은 95년에 살아낸 세아입니다.
Mitsubishi, sponsor of the movie apparently.
뮤직
Well, that looks extremely disturbing. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm excited. It's like a super intense film. Jesus.
Correct. Now we'll watch the trailer. I
Okay.
figure, like, Why watch the trailer first?
Yeah, after
We're gonna
seeing-
watch the American trailer, which I'm sure is not as awesome as the Korean one.
Open it in widescreen.
It takes too long because it's an old computer.
우리 금자 너무너무 위대한 작전을 준비 중이거든. 도와줄 수 있지? 죽였어? 그치? 바빴어. 맛있는 걸수록 더 떠먹는 친절한 물건. 안녕히 가세요.
I feel like the trailer doesn't really do it justice based on
Right,
that
the
scene.
trailer almost looks like it's a comedy or
It
something.
doesn't look good. It just,
It like looks like it's so bad it's good or something.
yeah,
right?
it definitely does not. That scene definitely does it way more justice than the trailer. No, let's not watch it more. Let's just watch the movie.
Really, we don't want to watch the absurd torture scene.
No. I'd rather just see it for the first time, like with the filming context.
I know, but that we can't get on camera. 'Cause
No.
we can't film us watching the
No, but
entire
we can
movie.
give our commentary on it. I'd rather be surprised. After that one scene, that was enough to make me like really want to watch it, which is rare. I'm pretty picky about films.
So what we're saying is to watch the American trailer.
Yeah, no, there's a really good scene. Kind of proves the value of the movie.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
Okay, so we are back after watching Lady Vengeance.
Right.
Thoughts, Heather Dorff?
I was just saying, it felt long to me, and I don't know why that is, but it did feel really long. It's only 122 minutes.
112 minutes.
Oh, 112. That's,
So it's under 2 hours.
yeah, but it did feel like, it felt like it kind of dragged on at certain points. And I will say that watching that scene, I think gave me a different impression of what I thought the movie was actually going to be. I actually thought it was going to be a lot more disturbing than it actually was.
Yeah, it wasn't overly. That was probably the. There's definitely I googled like what was the most graphic, vicious scene in the movie, and that
And
was
it's that
definitely
one.
it.
Yeah, it is that one. And
But
that
they
one-
also it was edited from what it was in the movie, so that we had no context of what it was.
See, that's another
So
thing,
don't watch
too.
that.
Yeah, don't watch it. I decided, like, don't watch that because I think it gives you the wrong idea of what the movie's about, and that might lead you in a bad way. That being said, I did notice something. It makes me realize that, like, Quentin Tarantino, for his, like, revenge films, has taken a lot of cues from, like, Korean revenge films, or this guy maybe in particular, because it's very similar. Like, the setup and, like, how it bounces backwards and forwards between now and the past, and it's not linear. Like, it just, you know, everything's kind of everywhere, and you go through literally half the movie having no idea even what kind of really happened. You're kind of just thrown into it. So it's very similar to Kill Bill in that way.
And I will say, because of the setups being that they're like, part of the movie takes place in a prison, so the women are all wearing the same clothing, and they're all dark-haired, fair-skinned women with no makeup. To me, that got a little bit confusing because they do look really similar.
Well, and then too with the old guys too, like half of them have glasses and suits and all these things. They're all dressed so much the same, and it's spanning over 13 years, so they do change what they look like. So it was hard to tell who was who from 13 years ago. It's like, is this guy or is it that guy? Which guy is it? So there was a little bit of that going on as well. It was definitely kind of confusing. We definitely spent a little bit of time going, is that who is that? Is that the bad guy? Is that a good guy?
But also like the fashion and because it
Yeah.
takes place in, I think it takes place in Korea, does it not? Yeah. So, but that being said, the only indication of the fact if it was like 13 years ago or whatnot is sometimes it would like reference a date to be like, oh, this person was in prison for X amount of time.
Yeah.
And therefore, if they're not showing them in a prison scene, then it's like either before or after.
Right.
But like the actual sets, you couldn't tell. Unlike like in America, you see the cars from 13 years ago, you see the fashion. I felt there wasn't really a distinct change, which made paying attention to the timelines really difficult because the wardrobe and everything looked the same. You had to try to figure out, is he the same person, older or younger, from another guy that you saw?
Is it now or is it like a...
Yeah, because like there was
memory?
really no like apartment or furniture or cars or any kind of physical indication of time, whether it be 2013, 2005, 1994. Like it was all just sort of the same, but then said, oh, this is X amount of years before. Sometimes said.
Sometimes, not all the time. That's why it got confusing.
But aside from that, I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I really liked the story. I thought it was original and really impressive. And I really liked the female lead.
I think a lot of them did a really good job. Like, it's definitely very interesting, and there's a lot of like humor in it. There really is, and quite a good bit of it is like is really funny. So
very dark humor.
Yeah, dark, but it's funny. It's good. I love dark humor, so it's my thing. Yeah, super dark humor most of the time, but there is like funny moments too, like purposely like tongue-in-cheek, facetious, that kind of thing. Yeah, literally. So yeah, overall I would recommend seeing it. I would say do it because they do say it's a conclusion to the trilogy. Not that they're connected, but I do feel there is like I would say see Old Boy and then see the middle one and then see this one.
Yes and no. I mean, I don't know. Like you can watch
to.
Mr. Vengeance, but apparently the 3 movies, the only thing that they have is that they are the Park Chan-wook's Vengeance trilogy. So they're all different versions of vengeance and revenge. So it's not like you have to see one to see the other to understand it. Certainly this one has nothing to do with Old Boy, and I think it's very different than Old Boy. That's the other thing. And I really appreciate the fact that it had such a really strong female character, which I have personally felt is often lacking, not only in today's world, but also in foreign films.
Right.
Like a lot of the time it's like a weaker, and this was a very complex, very intelligent, very multifaceted female lead, which I thought was really, really great.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
It's really good.
So yeah, highly recommend. Go watch. You can actually buy this. We'll give you a link below. I got it on Amazon Prime for $8.50, I think. Yeah. So it's a really good deal. I don't know what the Blu-rays are. Obviously, they're going to be more money. But yeah, highly recommend. And of course, we love Old Boy. So that's also on highly recommend. The original, not the remake. Do not waste your time. And if you're a fan of the remake, you should probably just unsubscribe. That being said.
Not really.
Really, we don't want you here. You don't count. You're not a real person.
Lord.
And you're not a good horror
I've
fan.
never seen it.
You're a very bad fan. It's a horrible monstrosity that tries to pass itself off as a movie.
Oh no.
I think everybody's going to agree with me. Comment below if you do agree with me. And if you haven't liked this video or subscribed, please do so, assuming you don't like the shitty remake of Legge. At which point, just don't.
On that note, bye.
Bye.
I didn't write it.
It's video.
All right. So,
Scream Queens. Long time no see.
All right.
Very excited.
So we do 2 roll call.
For trivia.
I'm starving.
How'd we do first round?
We had a good round for the first time in a long
I
time.
feel like it was more just you. And some of these people. Not that one.
Yeah, right? I did not.
How do you do yours?
I'm very useless here. That's okay.
Yes, you're the smartest. Tim, you do it.
Tim.
You stand for the tiebreaker.
Should I? But it's DC themed movies. So like, what would be extra?
So it came to a 3-way tie for round 1, and we unfortunately lost it. But there's a bunch more rounds to go, so fingers crossed.
I never saw the movie. How am I supposed to know?
It was like prior to the election year, what slogan is being used as the electoral candidates? So this was the sound round. The credit songs.
That was from Phenomena.
Yay, we got another one.
AKA Creeper.
So we're at like what, 2?
I will take that away.
We got. I love that.
You got 2. I got none. Dorff has been of no help. None. No. None. Even like the stuff that I thought that she would know.
Why would I know that? I don't watch rom-coms from the early 90s. What's wrong with you?
I I feel like that's a win.
You watched Friends and you didn't even know the answer.
Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter's the only
Number
thing. And then I was
5 was the Castle Nine Tails.
We got Twa.
Castle Nine Tails.
I feel like we're not winning this round.
Number 6.
So, wait a second. What was that show about? What was that show about? Let's get that.
I got a Donald Trump kind of person who buys a haunted castle or something on an island and befriends the ghost of a lynched black pirate to solve crimes or something. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that did not get picked up, but lasted 7 episodes.
Lasted 7 episodes.
And it's
7 episodes in 1991. How?
And where can we see this? Right?
In hell.
Hulu.
Okay, so we kind of sucked on that round, and by we, I mean Dorff and I are clearly of no help, but we have no idea. We have none. But I really want to watch that based off Trump show. That's fucking hilarious. What are you're looking up William Shatner? Just look at William Shatner's IMDb.
That's what I'm doing.
Go team.
All right, number 1.
So what are you thinking, Heather?
Huh?
What are we thinking?
I'm thinking this is really hard and I'm never doing this again. What if I suck?
A for effort. But we learned we should all go and see the 100 Lives of
Jack Sparrow? No, I ain't right. Jack Black? Blackjack. Wait, 100 lives of Blackjack Savage.
100 Lives of
I'm like Jack
Black
Sparrow.
Savage.
Jack, no.
Which is that one that we referenced earlier, and it's fucking ridiculous. We highly recommend. We have been of no help to this team. We will probably not be invited back. But you're not doing too bad, seeing as you're handicapped by like.
They have gotten some answers in that actually guided us to the right answers. So they were out.
We're more like the cheerleaders. Yeah, we hope you get the right one. Go team. What do you think is the hardest question so far?
The Jack Black Savage one.
Oh yeah, like what was the name of the series that lasted 7 episodes in '98?
I did get Black in there right. My answer was
91.
Black Sands.
Sorry. Anyways, stay tuned. Hey guys, we're back. So what did you think of your very first horror trivia night?
I thought it was very cool, very intense. Man, do people know their horror here? Seriously.
What was the hardest question for you?
I don't frickin' know. They were all really hard. Jeez. Even the Street Fighter one was like, I don't know.
It was like name the 2 characters that were in this specific fight.
Yeah, and it wasn't even any of the main characters, so it was just really hard. So yeah. I was like, Jean-Claude Van Damme, that ain't right.
The music one is the hardest for me. They did a whole series of Argento theme music, and you had to pick the movie that it was from.
Yeah.
And it was tricky because like Argento has such a specific sound, but for me it's like specific to the filmmaker and not necessarily when you haven't seen the film recently, like for that one film across the board. Some of them obviously, like Suspiria has a specific one, but the others I'm like, you can tell it's Argento, but take your pick. Crap.
Yeah, right.
So I take it you're not going to come again?
No, because I feel bad. I'm dead weight. So if they do a Marvel DC one, I'll show up. That one I could do, Alan.
But if you are in Los Angeles and you love horror as much as I do, and kind of her, you should definitely check out the Dead Right Horror Trivia Night, because it's fucking,
For sure.
It's a fun time.
It is. Thank you so much for checking out Scream Queen Stream. We hope you loved it as much as we do.
If you want to see more of our videos, check out our YouTube page. And while you're there, how about you subscribe? You want to see more? Just tweet us. Find us on Facebook. Join in on the fun.
And most importantly, if you really want to join us on this crazy ride, check out our Patreon page and become a patron for amazing, awesome perks that we give out monthly.
As well as early access to all of our videos.
Free giveaways.
And a whole lot more fun shit.
So check it out.
We'll see you there.
Stay bloody.
You stole my tagline.
I did.
You're a horrible friend.